Hi guys, I'm back with the Dip Powder Mani. So for today, I have a new dip powder company off of Etsy. It is TrendNailBar. It is a mother and daughter duo team that makes dip powders, custom dip powders, or I shouldn't say custom, but they have a dip powder shop on Etsy. And so I'm just opening my packaging, and they gave me a sample size, so thank you to TrendNailBar for sending me that free sample. And so the two colors that I purchased were Irish Cocktail and Leprechaun. They even included a swatch stick, which is awesome, so I didn't have to swatch at least one of those colors, but lately I've stopped swatching. And these are the other colors from TrendNailBar that I have purchased last year, but I just haven't had the opportunity to use them yet. And so TrendNailBar used to be House of Dip Nails when it was just the mom, Venus herself, and I did a video, and I'll link that with House of Dip Nails. With the blue mani, it was very nice. And so we're going to get into this application. This is a St. Patrick's Day themed mani, or whatever you want it to be. I'm not Irish, but as you can clearly see, I'm not Irish, but you know, I do like the whole vibe with theme of St. Patrick's Day. But look at here, don't pinch me, because you're gonna get pinched back. And so I'm using Color My World odorless dip liquids because they do not sell dip liquids, and I'm going to pour the powder over. No, I will not be showing all nails on camera, but there was nothing wrong with the powders itself. They went on nice and thin. Of course, that's all going to be dependent upon how thin you apply your base. And so I'm just cleaning up the cuticle area, and I'm going in per my usual dip powder application. I thought that was a nice shade of green. I think it was good for St. Patrick's Day and also for spring. Maybe if I did it and put maybe some flower rhinestones on there or something like that. It was really nice. So guys, hang out with me while I do this application. So I have Leprechaun applied to those, my thumbnail, my ring finger, and my pinky. And so I'm going in with the other color. I believe that was Irish Cocktail. This was a really nice color, and it actually surprised me. And I'll tell you why it surprised me momentarily. But this is a white dip powder base, I do believe, with green, gold, and blue flakes in there. And I was like, well, how does it have blue flakes in there? But it went well with the green. It was really pretty, and I thought the foils were going to bleed, because whenever I use a foil dip powder, a lot of times the foil will bleed, and it didn't. And I don't know if it was because I was using odorless dip liquids. I'm not real sure. And so I also have like a orangey rose gold tone foil in there as well. And so I'm pressing the foil down, cleaning up my cuticle area, and I'm going to repeat that on my ring finger. But I really love this dip powder, and the second coat, when I applied the second coat, it was just awesome. I liked it. I could do my whole hand with just that one color. With the second coat of that color, I'm just brushing off, and you can see a lot of that foil comes off of the nail, and that's fine, because with the second coat you get more foil pieces on the nail, and it makes it it kind of gives it dimension, because you'll have kind of the first layer of foils in the background, and the second coat, it makes it look like there's foil shadows on your nail, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. I don't know what other way to explain it. And so I'm just moving the foil off of the free edge of my nail, and you can see I picked up much more foil flakes on the second coat. You could do a third, but I don't think that's necessary, and some people would even place individual foil pieces after the second coat, but I felt like I had good coverage on the nail, and that was not necessary to do. And so look how nice and covered the nail is with the second coat. And so you can see kind of on that nail where the green foil from the first coat was on the nail. And so I went in and applied S&S Natural Set Sheer, which is clear off camera. And this is what messed my mani up. Let me just tell you. I usually don't have any issues with my S&S Natural Set Sheer, but when I put it on top of that green, and I did not use a nail brush like I normally do because I was using odorless dip liquids, which tend to dry slower. And excuse me, I'm applying activator, and I wait, and I go in and do my fouling and buffing. But it wasn't until I went in to apply my activator to apply top coat that I realized that my green nails are speckled. They have white specks on the green nail. And I thought it was a dip powder, but it was the clear. Just because at the end of the video I insert, because it was really bothering me that I had white specks on the nail. And I was like, this has never happened to me before. And so I went in and swatched the green off camera the next day and did like a little video that I'll insert at the end, because I was like, why is this so splotchy with white? But it was the S&S Natural Set Sheer. I guess it just did not jive well with that dip powder. And so guys, this is after fouling and buffing, and so I decided to go in with Clear Jelly Stamper Plate H14, which is a St. Patrick's Day themed plate, and I just wanted to put something a little cute on the nail. And the stamping polish is 61 in 1. I'm going to use the metallic green for the clover, 4-leaf clover, and then I'm going to outline that in the black. And I'm just going to put a little clover on the corner of my thumbnail. And so after that, I will then go in and apply smudge-free top coat to just the image that was stamped. Let that dry for, a few minutes or so with the assistance of my USB desk fan. And then I'm going to go in with top coat. So on that thumbnail, I did get a little of the stamping polish on the outside of my nail. I'm going in with a cosmetic Q-tip because it has a pointy end with some acetone, and just cleaning off the stamping polish that's on the nail just before I go in and seal everything. And so I'm going in with Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat, and I'm applying that just to the stamped image. That's all you need. And I'm going to let that dry. So that's dry. And I'm going in with Color My World Activator, and I'm going to apply activator to all of my nails and give that a few seconds to soak in. And then I'm going to remove excess activator, and here's where I realized that the nails were splotchy. And it's just the green nails. The foil nails, look how pretty that foil is. Oh, that's pretty. The foil nails were fine, so I'm not sure what was going on at that time that I was doing this set. Who knows? And so after I wipe the excess activator off, I'm going to go in and apply my first layer of top coat. 3 swipes I tried to do 3 swipes across the length and the width of my nail, just polishing on like nail polish, and then I'll wait a second or two and go on with the second coat. And on the second coat, I'm going to place a gold rhinestone. It's not really a rhinestone, but it's a stud to my pinky, index finger, and my thumbnail. And you can use, because your top coat is pretty much a glue, and so you can use that to affix or adhere rhinestones or gems to the nail. Okay, and so even though overall I love the mani, I thought it was super cute. Those splotches were on my nerves, and it is the S&S Natural Set Sheer. And so with these little gold studs, they were flying everywhere. I set two out, but when I went to move the second one, it flew in my lap. And so guys, here is the finished look, and you can see I'm just pointing out the splotchiness, and that is the clear. I guess it wasn't the whole nail because most of it I probably fouled off when I was fouling and buffing. And so coming up is the inserted video of the two new swatches that I did the next day. Okay, so I've redid the swatches, and I just wanted to point out the difference. So this one was swatched with no clear on top, and I still have the specks within the swatch itself. I don't know if that's picking up with my phone camera here. So that one still has some specks in it. Okay. And then this one was swatched with the same clear that I used in the video, the S&S Natural Set Sheer. And no splotches either, but it still has the dark specks in there. Maybe the powder wasn't milled fine enough, but it's nothing compared to what I got when I did this mani last night. So I'm not sure what happened. It might have been the clear and not the dip powder, but I love this color. I love the foil flakes is really pretty. So now I know it's not the dip, it was probably the clear, because these swatches turned out fine. I used the same dip liquids and the same dip powder and the clear. I used the same clear here, the S&S Natural Set Sheer. So maybe it was too much clear on the nail. So wanted to give that clarification. Thanks, guys.